Cancer. Happy birthday and happy Cancer season. I am so excited for you guys. It's July 3rd. We had our new moon in Cancer solar eclipse last night. Is it new moon in Cancer? I don't know, but there's so much Cancer energy going on, okay? I'm not an astrologer, but I follow astrology enough to kind of check in with the energies, check in with the universe, check in with you guys as well to kind of see where everybody's at. And it just seems like I have so much to tell you guys, so much information for you. All right, well, okay, this is already popping. Before I turn on the video, I got a couple of scenarios. The first one is Divine Mother, Divine Feminine. So if you're a man watching this, this applies to you as well. It is a nurturing energy. It is a more passive energy. It's also I'm going to take a bullet for my child energy, okay? It is the type of love that is like, really, I can't. If you're a parent, then you know what I'm talking about. You cannot compare that love to any other type of love that you've ever experienced in your life. When you meet your baby for the first time. So, I'm bringing this up because I feel this energy for you guys right now. But here's what I'm also getting. Is that you're forgiving yourself for being this way. There's like this moment or this shift in the energies, you guys, where and this could be the whole collective, or this could be specifically for Cancers or people that have a lot of Cancer in their chart. But this reading is for Cancers specifically. But you know, it's always good to watch all the readings, you know. But Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Cancers. So basically, to get into what I was saying, is that a lot of you guys have been downtrodden or bitter or been taken advantage of for your gentle, nurturing, selfless nature. And this has caused quite a few of you to beat yourself up. Because you're buying into that bullshit that's out there right now. Talking about how it's better to, you know, be ruthless and heartless, and see how high you can climb up the ladder, and it doesn't matter karmically how many people you step on, or all that stuff does matter to you, Cancer. You guys are sensitive, and you're not going to just barrel your way through just to get what you want. And you're not, and if you do go out for, you go for what you want. I'm not saying that you don't go for what you want, but you're aware of what's going on around you. You're aware of the emotions of others. And I'm going to say that Cancers, for me, well, Cancers that I know are some of the most, for me, specific, you know, personally, they tend to, they can see, like, I'm somebody who can hide my emotions, right? A lot of us know how to, like, shut down and hide our emotions. They see right through my shit. Every time. I'm around a Cancer. I can't just go to work and quietly have my coffee without my Cancer coworker or my Cancer family member going, what's wrong? I haven't said a word. I just came in and sat down. It's like that energy of a mother, eyes on the back of your head. But do you feel that way about everyone? Do you feel that way about most of the people in your surroundings? Has this been a detriment to you in your life? For some of you, most likely it has been. And for a lot of you, Cancers, I understand that the way that you deal with this is just to withdraw and get back into your shell and hide back into your, not hide, but just like go back into your home, your sacred space, wherever that is. And so you can detach from all that empathic energy, all that stuff going out there with other people, because you are so sensitive to other people. And that is just a Cancer trait. And I am strongly empathic, more empathic, I think, than my other abilities. I would say my empathic abilities are the strongest. So when I deal with cancers, let me tell you, I can't get anything past the cancer. I've never dated one, but I just had a lot of cancers in my life. A lot of family members that are cancers. Anyway, moving forward, I just wanted to say hello. Happy birthday to you guys. I love you. I'm fixing to do your general reading. I had a vision and a meditation before I started my reading, which I usually do. I spend some time kind of meditating on the sign, checking in with your energy universally around the world. And so for some of you cancers, I am resonating with you and picking up on your energy. And for some of you, I'm not. And that's okay. Check your moon, rising, your sun, your Venus sign, and see how that works out. Or check out any other beautiful reader on YouTube, okay? So let's see what's going on with Cancer. But I did get this feeling, and I feel like it's possibly related to the eclipse, that it was almost like I accept this about myself. I'm getting this for a lot of signs, so it may just be literally the universal collective that I'm reading, but I really feel like you guys are just like, I am accepting my sensitivity, and I'm accepting other people's love. Because the hardest thing about being perceptive and sensitive to other people is that you spend so much time thinking about them and worrying about them, and if they're okay, that you forget that you're lovable and that you get to accept love back, right? And it was almost like a click, 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 like everything just fell into place. Fell into place in my mind, fell into place for you guys. For Cancer, when I was meditating on Cancer. So I am talking about you guys, not me so much. I'm a little bit more selfish. All right? But I'm just saying, this is what I'm feeling for you guys, and I like it. It's energizing, and it's feeling, new and relaxed. Like, I get it. This is why I'm like this. It's okay. It's my nature. It's who I am, and I don't hate myself for it anymore. I accept it, and I accept that other people love me exactly how they are. Let's get into your reading. I had a card pop out. We are doing the fairy deck. And so for your first card, we have Unity. This is what's going on with Cancer. Unity. Feeling, that means you're capable. To me, this card is talking about your ability to, what is this, 5? I'll read the card. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. And this is crossing cultural bounds, racial bounds, class. You guys are recognizing humanity, and humanity recognizes your ability to recognize humanity. Okay, what it is to be human. It's a beautiful feeling to feel connected rather than disconnected, which I feel like a lot of you have been somewhat disconnected out of self-protection. And that's okay too. You can accept that too. That is part of who you are. Okay? Sometimes you need to disconnect to protect, and that's okay. But right now, you guys are in the flow, in the everything with what's going on in the universe right now. So let's see what's crossing Cancer. This is a general reading. I don't know what's going to come. We'll see. I do love readings. I'll try to get some love readings out toward, as the month goes on. I just sort of felt guided to do general readings, this Celtic cross readings this month. 4 of Winter. So this is the 4 of Swords. So what's crossing you might be a little bit of, what I'm seeing here is convalescence. Because of it's crossing Unity. So a little bit of taking your crab-like, the warning here is isolation versus self-care. the self-care that you need in order to recharge or refresh yourself. And also block out all the other needs and emotions of others that you're constantly tapped into versus isolating yourself. So this is the crossing card, all right? So it's a little bit of a warning to, because the energies might be overwhelming to you, take a break, but take short breaks, not long breaks. Don't spend a whole week alone in your bed, okay? Because that can be detrimental, all right? So imagine yourself protected when you go out around people or in a situation that typically overwhelms you. Imagine yourself being protected by your angels and your spirit guides, okay? What is in the subconscious of Cancer at this time? What is in the subconscious of Cancer? I love Cancers. I love you guys. I really, really do. What is in the subconscious? Okay. All right. 8 of Autumn. So this is the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. Caution, education, taking the time to educate yourself. This is already happening. You're learning something. This is happening in your subconscious. You're learning something right now, and it's sort of like, it's not necessarily coming in mentally like when you memorize something or you read a book. It's more like an actualization, or you have gone through this step, this step, this step, and this step to get an understanding of something new in your life. You have an understanding. It's not just learning to repeat something, it's integrating it into your life and using that knowledge to better yourself and other people. All right? So it's a merging of information with yourself, with self, all right? With your own soul. You're taking in that stuff and you're formulating a way of expressing yourself using your new knowledge that you have already in your subconscious. Let's see what your past influence is, Cancer. Okay. Cards are just like, hello, pop in. So we get the Lovers card, Gemini card. This is your past influence, all right? Let's read the card. True love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. Many of you are forgiving yourselves. That's what I got when I first started this reading, or you have forgiven yourself. And that is why you're at peace now after this solar eclipse, for many of you. I'm reading this card. This card could be about a new lover in your life that is bringing you peace, and also is also the things that bothered you, like your nurturing nature, your loving nature, when it's not taken advantage of, when it's actually appreciated by your lover or someone else outside of you, and you can actually see that reflected in their eyes when they look at you. That's what I'm getting here. It brings you a type of forgiveness and a type of healing that you can't really get anywhere else. For some of you that are not with anyone like this right now, this is happening within yourself, okay? It's a merging of the disconnect and the connect, and an acceptance and a self-love that I'm really getting from this card. Let's see what your goals and aspirations are for July 2019, Cancer. Ego. Wow, we are getting major arcana here. So, ego. Goals and aspirations. Some of you guys are holding on to something, and you feel like that's going to get you where it is you want to go in life. All right? It's almost like, if I can get them to see me this way, if I can, yeah. Some of you are not willing to let go of something. That's your goal here with the ego card. So, the world always moves. Everything constantly flows. Everything constantly changes all the time. The only thing that doesn't change is our resistance to it. So I feel like for you guys, Cancer, this is your resistance. And I feel like it's coming from a good place, but it may be misplaced, right? To take that determination and that unconditional love, are you focusing it to something that you want to be bound to? Because ego, for me, this is the devil card. Devil card, the ego card, a lot of it, it's about a lot of different things, but I always feel bound, think of bondage. I'm bound to this, I'm bound to carry this heavy stick because that's what I do for love. And if I don't carry this heavy stick, then I'm not in love the way I think I should be in love. And so you are still tied to this idea, some of you. I'm going to pull another card to clarify because I need more information. All right, what do we have ego for Cancer's hopes and desires here? Two of Pentacles. So there's a balancing act going on. Many of you are holding on to someone at your own detriment. Okay? Just because of the way it was. I heard that song, that actual song in my head. The way we were. A lot of you are walking on eggshells in order to keep a lover in your life. This can feel comfortable for you, Cancer, because you guys are very comfortable with unconditional love. But self-forgiveness, the self-forgiveness, all right? The understanding of your true self and understanding what that actually means, all right? Just because, let me put it out here this way. Let's say I have a bucket of coins, all right? And I can share, if I give away half of my bucket of coins to someone that I love, or anyone, I'll still be fine with half a bucket of coins. I'll still be fine. I'll still be able to eat, pay my bills, and all those things. Now, Cancer, you guys might want to give more than half of your bucket of coins, okay? Because you feel so strongly about someone. But what that does is leave you in a detriment, okay? Where you're left in a suffering. I don't know. This can be very slight, but what I mean is like you're left with less, right? When that happens, you suffer for your love, okay? That's beautiful if your love understands that. If they recognize it, if they appreciate you for it, and they have the heightened awareness and are connected to you well enough to embrace that about you. So if they don't need more than half of your coins, that person is going to say, thank you, Cancer. I only need this much. Okay? Please keep the rest for yourself. Because I don't need all of it. Cancer goes, oh, but I want you to have it. You know, I love you. I love you too. I don't want you to suffer. You don't have to suffer. I don't have to suffer. We can love each other and not suffer. All right? So for you, sometimes it does feel like a balancing act to keep your love in your, not to keep yourself comfortable with the way you love someone else. All right? Let's move forward. We're going to peek into the near future. This is very near future. or Cancer. What is Cancer's very near future look like? Because I'm going to have to pause and let my dog out. Do y'all hear her over here? See, I've got to suffer for my baby. But I'm a mom, that's what I do. Haha, hold on. Let me pause. I'll be right back. Okay. Hi, Cancer. Sorry about that. If you don't have kids, or like, you know, if you have empty nest syndrome or whatever, if your kids are getting older and you don't know who to love on anymore, please go rescue a dog. Please. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go on that rant. They're not going to mess up your house, Cancer, okay? That's actually interesting. Dogs do love unconditionally. You know this, right? They'll take a beating and keep coming back. They love unconditionally. It's a beautiful trait to have, but we're not dogs, we're humans, right? But having a dog or a pet in your life, Cancer, does give you the ability to love something unconditionally and receive that same type of love in return. Leave it on. And adopt one, go to the pound. You're saving a life. Okay, I'm going to stop. Sorry. Don't get me started. Okay. 8 of spring, so this is going to be the 8 of wands. So this is a lot of forward movement. There's a lot of action behind this. New energy that's coming in. And I felt that too when before I started your video, was I wanted to turn my camera on like immediately. Like, I want to get this out here. I'm ready to make a change. I'm ready to make a difference. I have decided that I'm going to move forward with this action. Okay? You see how she's holding on to the dandelions there? She's just like, I'm going to go forward. We're moving in the air. We're going somewhere with this. This could also be messages coming in quickly. Let's read it. Let's read what it says. Stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So this can be stressful, but don't allow whatever this new thing is coming into your life in the near future. This is a Sagittarius card as well. Just messages, this is not making a decision. This is the action, the forward movement that's coming up in your near future. I'm just feeling compelled to let you guys know that flow with it, go with it. It's okay. All right. It's okay to just spring into action and move. What is Cancer? I'm running out of time, so we're going to look at what is your best approach into July, moving into July. What is Cancer's best approach, please? Excuse me. I've had like 4 phone calls also since I started this video, so I'm like, some of you are dealing with a lot of needy stuff. King of Winter, knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional. Being that you're such an emotional sign, Cancer, this can feel uncomfortable for you. But when you are in this place of forgiving yourself and allowing yourself, recognizing that you're just as real and just as human as every other human, and you deserve just the same as every other human on the planet, okay, then you can embrace boundaries, setting your own boundaries, all right? Making decisions from your head and not your heart all the time when it comes to your own security and what's best for you, or what's best for you and your little ones, what's best for you and the people that depend on you, okay? It kind of reminds me of like the mom that, you know, you don't ever see anything but the soft, sweet, gooey side of her, and then when somebody messes with her kids, it's like a freaking, somebody flipped a switch and just said, nope, don't mess with my kids, right? And they become cold and calculating and do whatever it is they have to do to protect themselves and their kids. This is your approach, okay? It's okay to do that if that's what you need to do. what is going on in Cancer's environment? We may have a part 2 video, Cancer. What is going on in Cancer's environment? I just feel this beautiful self-acceptance coming from you guys, and I really love it. 9 of Spring. So around you, there is some woundedness going on. This is, you know, recognizing that you've gone through a lot, recognizing that you suffered, and wondering where everybody is, and are you going to be left behind? But it's not fair because you're the one that's suffering here. This is what's going on around you. So don't fall into a trap of self-pity, or this isn't really self-pity, but I don't know why I got that for this. I guess it just got off the top of my head. It's not so much self-pity that I'm talking about as much as it is you're not alone in feeling wounded. You are not alone in feeling wounded, Cancer. There may be people all around you right now that needed you to get to this place of self-acceptance and self-love, so that when you do give in the essence of you, which is with no thought of return, with humanity, and I lost track, I'm sorry, people keep interrupting me. When you guys figure that, you guys are figuring this out, you're working on it, you're figuring it out, you've done your homework, okay? You've wisened up, all right? When you figure this out, I think you guys have the ability to touch and heal a lot of people around you, which is your nature. It's just being you. That's what Cancer does. Cancer is healing. Cancer is nurturing, protecting, loving, and aware, emotionally aware. All right? So, Spirit, what is it that you want Cancer to know? What message do you have for Cancer, please? We got 2 cards popped out. 2 more major arcana, Strength and Awakening. You are growing stronger by loving and accepting yourself exactly the way you are. You are growing stronger, Cancer, when you recognize the fact that you are willing to give away everything or take a bullet for someone else. That does make you strong. It does not make you weak. In today's world, it comes off as weak. It's a total opposite. This is also divine masculine, Leo energy as well. So some of you may be dealing with masculine and feminine energies in a perfectly beautiful and balanced way. We have the Hanged Man as well. So this is an awakening, and this is something that I actually saw for you when I turned on this video. So this is really kind of validating the beginning of what I said. There is strength in your perceived weakness for other people, okay? And you are in a process right now of awakening, of ascending, to the point where you will be healing others more effectively without losing your coin, without losing your energy, without losing the thing that makes you feel vulnerable and need to go back home and hide from the world. Again, nothing wrong with that, okay? But there's a difference between isolating. There's a difference between holding on to something out of love with the ego because you feel like that's what you have to do. You have to walk on eggshells. That's the difference. There's a difference between that and giving of yourself to those that need it. All right? Not to those that are going to take advantage of you. And trust that those that need it are the ones that you will come across. All right? I'm just seeing you guys as healers, and nurturers. And by nurturing others, you nurture yourself. You give a little kid a hug, you're hugging yourself, Cancer. Okay? That's the visual I'm getting. The wings, you've got the angel wings. You wrap someone in those wings. All right? You're hugging yourself too. All right? So there's a balance here, and I think you guys are figuring that out. Embrace your uniqueness. All right? And they want you to take a pause in the action that's coming up. So yeah, you do have a lot of action. You do have a lot of forward movement coming up. Do take a pause. Check yourself. Make sure that you are taking those nurturing energies and directing them back at yourself as well, okay? Cancer, I'm running out of time. I can't really give you any more messages. I feel like I could go on all night. I love you guys. I am so glad. I love this. I love Cancer season. I'm so glad that it's July 3rd, all right? Love you. And hugs. And I'll take a hug from you too. Anytime. Okay?